the gold standard shiny relic or economic bedrock. Today, we're diving into a topic that has sparked debates for decades, the pros and cons of abandoning the gold standard. It's a system that conjures images of bank heists, Scrooge McDuck swimming in his vault, and a time when money was, well, actually money. Or was it? Was the gold standard a golden age of economic stability, or a gilded cage that stifled growth? Let's grab our metaphorical pickaxes and delve into the shimmering depths of this economic debate. Unleashing the monetary kraken. Flexibility in a post-gold world. One benefit of ditching the gold standard is the freedom it gives to those who control the monetary strings. Under the gold standard, the response to a crisis is limited by gold reserves. But with fiat currency, central banks can print money, slash interest rates, and inject funds into the economy. This flexibility, however, can be a double-edged sword, leading to potential economic instability. Economic growth spurt or inflated expectations. Proponents argue that tying money supply to gold restricts growth. When the economy booms, the demand for money increases, but with the gold standard, you can only print money as fast as you can dig up gold. Enter fiat currency, allowing governments to spend and invest more, theoretically stimulating growth. However, critics argue this growth is like a sugar rush, leading to economic crashes. Without the discipline of the gold standard, governments may overspend, leading to inflation. This, they warn, can cause prices to skyrocket. Deflation, the dreaded D word. Deflation sounds harmless, but in economics, it's a disaster. When prices fall, people hold off on spending, businesses delay investments, and the economy grinds to a halt. Advocates of abandoning the gold standard argue it can make deflation worse. Under the gold standard, the money supply is inflexible. Fiat currency gives central banks tools to fight deflation, to pump the brakes on this economic downward spiral. It's like having a defibrillator for the economy, ready to shock it back to life. Speculative attacks, the currency casino. Currency speculators can be a country's worst nightmare under the gold standard. Fixed exchange rates are like a poker game with your gold reserves as chips. Speculators can bet against your currency, forcing you to deplete your gold reserves. Fiat currencies with flexible exchange rates avoid this high-stakes game. Inflation, the money-printing mania. Critics warn that without the constraint of gold, governments may print money recklessly, leading to inflation. This can devalue life savings and cause economic instability. The danger of fiat currency is the temptation for governments to print their way out of problems. Fiscal discipline, the government's diet plan. The gold standard acted as a fiscal straitjacket on governments, enforcing restraint. Without it, governments might overspend, leading to unsustainable debt levels. This can result in slower economic growth and other economic issues. The value of trust. Is your money worth the paper it's printed on? Gold has been a trusted store of value for millennia. Fiat currency relies on trust in the government, which can be easily broken. Instances of hyperinflation show how fiat currencies can collapse. Without the anchor of gold, currencies are vulnerable to political and economic mismanagement. Currency manipulation, playing economic warfare with exchange rates. Under a fiat system, governments can manipulate their currency's value to gain an edge in trade. This can lead to trade wars and economic instability. The gold standard, with fixed exchange rates, prevents these currency skirmishes. In conclusion, the decision to abandon the gold standard and adopt a fiat currency system carries both advantages and disadvantages. The increased flexibility in monetary policy, potential for economic growth, and ability to prevent deflation are significant benefits. However, the risks of inflation, loss of fiscal discipline, perceived instability in currency value, and potential for currency manipulation present notable challenges. Ultimately, the choice between a gold standard and a fiat currency system depends on a nation's economic priorities and willingness to manage the inherent risks of each system.